Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
We want our land. We make no apology when we say we want our land. Our land was stolen, and we want it back without paying a cent. And no one must pay for a cent everywhere in Africa when they demand the expropriation of land without compensation. These people came and stole your car. And later on you discover your car. They say, it's true, it's your car, but pay us before you get this car back. And when you ask them why you're saying I must pay, they say we have put Mac wheels, we have improved the car, therefore you must pay us, irrespective of them being in possession of stolen property. Anyone in possession of stolen property is a criminal. And therefore, anyone in possession of our land without our permission is a land thief, is a criminal, and must be identified as such.
Elon Musk and Julius Malema are going at each other in very different capacities and on very different platforms. Of course, Elon Musk owns Twitter now, X, and he will use that platform whichever way he wants to propagate whatever propaganda he wants to push. But Julius Malema, anytime he gets a microphone, he makes sure that he fact checks Elon Musk. Elon Musk, on one hand, says there's a genocide of white people in South Africa. Julius Malema says, say what you want, but the land that you stole from us, black people, you will give it back. Hello there, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode of our conversations. My name is Ondiro Oganga. I'm a business journalist by profession and a digital content creator. I love coming on here, having conversations with you guys about black people, Africans, our empowerment, and how we can rise up and take our rightful place at the global stage. Connect with me on social media at Ondiro Oganga, or come over to my channel, New Dawn Africa channel, where I profile Africa through people, politics, and culture. Now, there has been a push and pull in South Africa between colored South Africans and black South Africans. This has been a tussle that has been a long time coming, because despite the fact that apartheid ended and South Africa is a free country and it's a rainbow country, black South Africans have always felt like they were sold the short end of the stick. This is their country, yeah? Yet, it doesn't feel like their own country. You know, there was a time, I was still a little bit young and I hadn't acquainted myself really well with history. And I would see people celebrating things like the first black CEO, the first black distributors, the first, and I'm like, aren't you guys Africans? So why is there a first black? And then when I got to immerse myself in the history and read, I got to understand why these opportunities were very monumental for black South Africans. And it again speaks to the larger core of this video, that South Africa for a long time has not belonged to South Africans, or rather black South Africans feel like they do not have a place, a say, a voice, and they're not benefiting from their own country. South Africa has been a very troubled country, you know. They've gone through xenophobia. And when you actually look at, when you interrogate the root cause, why is there this deep hatred and resentment towards other Africans, and not just any Africans? Africans that come to South Africa and they're able to build. It's because sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're South African in the comment section, why should a foreigner come to my home and be able to build and become successful? Yet this is my home, and I'm unable to build and become successful in this home. And I saw a take that really resonated with me that said, it's misplaced anger. We're actually mad at the colored South Africans because they control the land, they control the wealth, they control the resources, they control business. And so we are almost guests and spectators in our own country. it almost feels like there can't be peaceful coexistence because Black South Africans feel like they were sold the short end of the stick. And white South Africans are now pushing, some white South Africans are now pushing that privilege. Some of them want independence. They do not want anything to do with Black people on the African continent. They want independence. These are people that have come from all over the world. And out of the generosity and kindness of the hearts of South Africans, they've accepted to integrate them into the fabric of their community, of their society. Yet now these people want independence. And it again brings the very crucial question of ownership of land. Majority of land in South Africa is owned by colored people and white people. And Black people do not own majority of the land. How then do you develop if you do not have resources to your name? And that's where the conflict now comes in. And propaganda comes in with people like Elon Musk talking about, oh, there's a genocide of white people. Do you know what a genocide looks like, Mr. Elon Musk? Do you actually know what a genocide looks like? And how would there be a genocide against people that control the wealth, resources, and decision-making of a country? If there's a genocide, it would be them perpetrating it because they have all tools at their disposal. And this is the message that Julius Malema has always been pushing. Give us back our land. We want our land back.
The economic freedom of Africa will start in South Africa. We want our land. We make no apology when we say we want our land. Our land was stolen, and we want it back without paying a cent. And no one must pay for a cent everywhere in Africa when they demand the expropriation of land without compensation. These people came and stole your car. And later on you discover your car. They say, it's true, it's your car, but pay us before you get this car back. And when you ask them why, you say, I must pay. They say, we have put Mac wheels, we have improved the car. Therefore, you must pay us, irrespective of them being in possession of stolen property. Anyone in possession of stolen property is a criminal. And therefore, anyone in possession of our land without our permission is a land thief, is a criminal, and must be identified as such.
And I think he's rang that bell so loud that the message is beginning to get home. And now the conversation is becoming, if you want the land, buy it back from us. I don't know if you guys understand how I'm trying to find the right English word.
If anybody thinks in South Africa that you can take the land without compensation, you're living in a dream. Let me put it quite frankly to you. If you want to start a civil war in South Africa, do that. Do that. And I told you before, that don't misjudge.
It's decidedly
what are you raising, honorable member?
on a point of order.
On which rule, honorable member?
The rule that establishes point of order, you know what is the rule. But the point of order is, he can't stand there and threaten civil war for a radical program of land occupation. It's not parliamentary to threaten civil war. If you want civil war, Chief, don't threaten it there.
Thank you.
It's not even, it's absurd. It's theater of the absurd. You come to somebody's house, they welcome you, you take their land, and when they want their land back or to share it with you in a way that also benefits them, you say, buy it back from me. And when they push back, you say, there's a genocide of my people. But Julius Malema is not having any of it. Julius insists that to develop, you need resources. Resources such as land. And why is land very crucial? Land, agriculture, first of all. Be able to produce your own food. Create jobs and employment, and ensure you people can feed themselves on good food. Second, mostly in Africa, I can't speak about America and other places, land is used as collateral when you're looking for funding and financing, particularly from banking institutions, to be able to invest in your business, to expand in your business. And funding is really, really, really important if Black people are to liberate themselves from the shackles of poverty. And so this showdown, is about to get very interesting, because the colors and the white have the money, the influence, and people like Elon Musk to push their agenda. But then the Black South Africans, through leaders such as Julius Malema, are saying the time is now. If not now, it's right now. But we want our land back. Well, that's all we had for you on this episode of our conversations. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you think that South Africans are well within their rights to ask for their land back? I'll see you again next time.